The Wonder Boys penalty saga continues. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. Let's jump back on the Moto merry-go-round and examine the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly. Only examine rainbows and sunshine and Ricky.
No. Somebody's got to read between the lines and look between the ruts. We got some ruts to look through today. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing great. If you're new, get subscribed. There's never been a more important time in Moto history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded people where iron can sharpen some iron. We're going to sharpen a little iron today. The Iron Horse, HRC Honda Jett Lawrence, the Wonder Boy, the chosen one, the Moto Messiah, got handed a penalty for jumping the gate. It's turned into kind of a big deal in the time of this video. I don't know if any more has surfaced, but I am sure the industry might try to backpedal this one because you can't go. I mean, if this had happened a year or two ago or before Danger Boy came along and started, maybe he's the new face of the industry. He kind of bulldozed his way into this new position of he's the next big thing. So Jett Lawrence's star isn't shining quite as bright as it was prior to Danger Boy. And we had pinned everything on the Wonder Boy. He was squeaky clean. He was like Wonder Bread white toast, squeaky clean. And the industry had poured all their marketing into him. And now while he's not a huge draw, Danger Boy has kind of come along and stole the majority of that thunder because he's up and coming. You see, Jett's already there. It's now all about titles, records, this and that. Danger Boy still has a question mark. What's going to happen when he gets to the 450 class? Plus, the hype that's going to be generated when the clash of the two titans, they're going to hype it. It's going to be spin doctoring for mainstream moto media. And, who wouldn't? If you were in the position to spin it, you'd spin it too. You'd have to juice it for everything you could, right? And that's the name of the game. It's just getting a little shameless now because we're trying to turn this into ball sports and watering it down and electric bikes and Pride Month, all this craziness, right? Telemundo. I was just talking to one of you guys. You're like, dude, I watched this thing free on Telemundo. I didn't even need to pay for a subscription. That's pretty gnarly. But the reality is this. Jett Lawrence is clearly not happy, and understandably so. I mean, this rule is not like a rule that had to be enforced. They could have let it go. They just decided to enforce it, which just tells me a lot of these AMA officials, whoever's making the call, has nothing better to do. Their jobs when they go out there is to watch for anybody that gains, position on the track or does any this or that, is hand out fines. It's almost like the cops handing out tickets. Well, traffic tickets. They're just trying to generate revenue. It's the same kind of deal with these fines that the riders get. This generates revenues. If they can fine you, you'll fine you. There's a way to generate income off these riders. I mean, they're not only not paying them, they're fining them. So Jett Lawrence, I don't think he really cares so much that the Danger Boy is now like a big thing and stealing a lot of the spotlight because he's already cashed his check. The Wonder Boy has already cashed his check. He doesn't care. But he was clearly upset about this fine. And this is where the big question mark is. And like I said, if you're new, get subscribed because throwing on open face and some tear-offs because the roast is about to fly. We asked it on the community page. Was the penalty fair? Was the penalty fair? Right? It's kind of shocking to me, the results of this one. But the reality is this. We all know now that this rule can or doesn't have to be enforced. They enforced it. And it was really back in the day. Old school riders were timing the gate, jumping the gate, and getting us and making it work and actually pulling a start. But that was clearly not the case here. It hindered him. But they're saying because when
the gate dropped, he actually left the gate early and had a little bit of a head start. We felt that was an enforceable infraction.
Whatever, bros. It hurt him. It hurt him. It did. If I could see if he gained position, if he got an advantage, yes, enforce the rule. He didn't. He didn't. Big stuff. Big stuff because, and I will save it for final thoughts. Let's jump over to the results and hear from you guys. And we're going to meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. Race fans, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors, and get a fresh pair of tear-offs because the roost is about to fly. When asked on the Walty Waters community page of the YouTube channel, was Jett's gate jump penalty fair? 34% of you said, yup, he deserved it, bro. While 66% of you said, nope, industry blew it on this one, Walty. Well, there it is there. Let's go ahead and line up and take a lap around some of the comments. Chris Rocha pulls up to the starting gate with his clapped out 1972 Hodaka and comes in with, he blew the gate and then blew his entire wheel. It was ahead of everyone. And y'all say that's a bad rule? Did you vote for Kamala too? Ouch, bro. That one hurt. Thanks for the comment. Let's see who's up next. YZETC pops the clutch, gets a bunch of whiskey throttle and squirrely down the start straight with, the industry blew it to heck. The penalty seems too severe for mistiming the gate like that. If Jett Lawrence had jumped the gate and hole-shotted the field by several bike lengths, then I could see a more severe penalty. Boom, and there it is there. Chalk one up for industry blew it. Thanks for the comment. Let's see who's up next. Jerry Hill throws on his open face, pulls the tear off, and jumps in the swimming pool with, if that's the rule, then it's legit. Boom, chalk one up for the punishment fits the crime. Thanks for the comment, my brother. Let's see who's up next. Moto guy gets his moto whistle out and whistle blows the industry with, I think they blew it in the spirit of the rule. He was not jumping the gate to get the advantage. He made a mistake and actually paused a second and got swallowed up off the start. Boom, and there it is there. Thanks to everybody who left a comment and participated in the polling. Make sure you guys jump in there and read the rest, but bring your tear-offs because the roost tends to fly. There's some barn burners. Now let's jump back to the studio and wrap this baby up. All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. So the majority of you are like, yeah. I mean, but it was actually not like overwhelming. Like a lot of you guys said, yeah, it was fair. It was fair. Most of you said no, but a lot. It was like 60, 30 something split, whatever it was. Like a third of the people are like, yeah, it's fair, man. It's fair. And I get it. Because I think for a lot of us, we don't want to see the Wonder Boy get favoritism. If you're going to find other people, find the Wonder Boy too. But because the Wonder Boy is the industry's cash cow, at least he had been up until this point, and he still is for all intents and purposes, but now Danger Boy is the next big thing. His star is not as big. But you don't want to mess. This was an infraction you really shouldn't have enforced because he didn't gain position. And not only that, if you lose the Wonder Boy, I think they've already lost the Wonder Boy, right? He's not, like, I think at first he was playing along because he hadn't been paid yet. Now he's been paid. The money's in the bank. He's rich. He doesn't care. It's not even about the fine. It's the fact that he got fined for something that didn't, in fact, help him out. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested. Jett, Wonder Boy, Moto Messiah, welcome to the swimming pool. Shark infested, brother. Shark infested. Take it from Walty. I've been deep in this thing. And it ain't always fair in there, man. It's not always fair. And life sometimes isn't fair. And you probably are learning that right now. And this was actually something that should not have been enforced. You didn't gain position. That rule isn't even something that's black and white and has to be enforced. They had a judgment call, and they clearly made the wrong move. My guess is HRC Honda is protesting this. They're probably going to win, and it's probably just going to tarnish the industry a little bit further. And this is what happens when you get caught up in the swamp of the moto machine, and that's why we got to back this thing up, take it back the way it was when it was hard-hitting, old-school punk rock chicks music, and don't sugarcoat it into a ball sport because it'll never be one. That's why Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. Appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with the links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.